Welcome to the City of Reidsville's QR code video tour, which seeks to give the history of various buildings and sites around the city. The Reidsville branch of the Rockingham County Public Library has a very unique beginning all its own. In 1909, the Reidsville chapter of the Women's Christian Temperance Union was looking for a new worthwhile cause to champion. Mrs. W.B. Ray's sister, a librarian in Minnesota, suggested the group help create a library. The following year, in 1910, the Reidsville Library was established with Mrs. Ray as its first librarian. Two different sites have been mentioned for the first library, either a small upstairs room over the Link Brothers Pharmacy on Scale Street or a room in the Ware and Summers building on Gilmer Street. The town paid the library's $5 a month rent for the single room. The library has been in at least 7 different locations. When built in 1926, the city's municipal building included space for the Reidsville Library, which would stay there for 27 years. In 1934, the step towards a county-wide library system began when the county commissioners appointed a library board and gave $1,500 to the library system. During the years of segregation, a library on East Market Street was established. The 3 libraries in the county for black patrons were named after J.A. McCrae, a highly respected and beloved principal for many years at the Booker T. Washington High School in Reidsville. In 1945, Rockingham County was one of 16 in the state to approve a special library tax to ensure adequate funding for library services. 8 years later, the Reidsville Library would move into the former U.S. Post Office at the corner of Scales and Moorhead Streets. In 1963, with desegregation, the McRae Library in Reidsville closed its doors and the library combined its resources into a unified collection. In December of 1971, the Reidsville Library was torn down to make way for a new building on the same site. The present-day building was dedicated on September 30th, 1973. The City of Reidsville would donate the land, while the Reidsville Jaycees led a fundraising effort that added $145,000 to funding from federal, state, county, and city sources. The total cost was $339,000. The Reidsville Public Library has undergone many changes and faced many challenges over the past century, but it has prevailed and become a busy hub for Reidsville and its downtown area. Thanks for joining us.